Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at SUQQU's 2020 Holiday Eyeshadow Compact. If you saw my Black Friday haul video, you would know that along with the compact, I also got a liquid lipstick from SUQQU. This is from their Comfort Lip Fluid Glow line, and this itself is a fairly new product that I believe was released this year. And because we're focusing on SUQQUU today, I also used a blush from this palette for today's look. This palette was a fall release, limited edition I believe. Yes, limited edition. And as you can see, you've got fall tones, autumn hues as part of the color story. The color story here is 102. Like usual, we're going to take a look at the product descriptions and I will swatch the eyeshadow compact and then we can head over to the tutorial. And the product descriptions, I am taking them from SUQQUU's website as well as Selfridges. Right now, you actually can't get any of their products from a North American retailer. So if you want to order any of these items, it has to be through Selfridges or Cult Beauty. There might be some other UK-based websites or EU-based websites you can order from, and maybe Asian websites as well, but I got all of my products either through Selfridges or Cult Beauty. Selfridges shipping is super fast. You can choose this annual shipping option where you pay, I think it's $55. Yeah, I think it's $55, which gives you unlimited shipping year-round. It's worth it if you have other items that you're interested in. And then Cult Beauty, also free shipping once you meet a certain minimum, which is great. So I've had good experiences with both retailers, and you cannot order direct from SUQQUU's website. So that's why you have to go through one of the authorized retailers. About the eyeshadow compact, from SUQQUU's website, it reads, "The satin colors create a silky radiance, the jewel colors add a dazzling gem-like sheen, and the velvet colors paint a gentle luster with a matte finish. The three textures and 8 shades can be woven together like a Doda Kinshu textile to delight the eyes. Create boundless looks with this palette. It's a perfect treat for year end." So the jewel colors that will create a gem-like sheen are basically the very glittery, sparkly finish. It's the lid toppers. This frosty shade here is definitely one of them. You can see why. And then this kind of champagne golden shade as well. The ones that have this velvet texture with a matte finish are the 2 shades here. And we'll take a look at these as I swatch each one of them. The compacts, both the blushes and the eyeshadows, they have a shelf life of 12 months. Everything from SUQQUU, as far as I own or I've seen, is made in Japan. It is a Japanese brand. As for the liquid lipstick, I couldn't find the shelf life. It's not printed anywhere that I can see. If you are or you know what the shelf life is, please let me know below. And each of their products come in a semi-matte black box. SUQQUU name is printed here. On the back, you'll have ingredients, more information where it's made, and all of that bilingually in Japanese and English. For their compacts, both blushes and eyeshadows, they don't have individual names for them. So during the demo, you'll see me say, oh, I'm gonna put, this shade here now, and then I'm gonna add this frosty shade. So I'm just doing my best to describe what those shades are. For the lip product, however, they do have individual names, and this shade here is called Fujishizuku. Let's head on to the swatches. Starting from the top row, we have this very glittery frosty shade that reflects a bit blue and silver. This is definitely a lid topper. It's actually what I used on the center of my lid today. And then we have this champagne metallic, followed by kind of a golden shimmer finish. Also does well as a lid topper. And then this metallic magenta color. And then for the bottom row, we have this purple shade with a shimmer finish, and then a deep blue-gray, also with a shimmer finish, followed by a terracotta matte, and then a matte brown. The only shade on here that doesn't have a glittery finish to some extent, besides the two matte shades, is going to be this magenta here. And it looks beautiful. I didn't use it for today's look, so I definitely have to go back in and give it a try. Everything else, including this shade here, it's kind of beige or champagne, has some kind of glitter to it. So that's the beigey champagne. This frosty shade is the most glittery, most shimmery, but even these very pigmented, I wouldn't say they're necessarily lid toppers, they're fairly pigmented. They have a fair bit of shimmer to them. I can see why this is a holiday palette. There's a lot of shimmer, there's a lot of pizzazz. Every shade that you pick up, it'll just glisten off of your lids. And now let's take a look at the liquid lipstick. I do want to spend a bit of time on this product because I really like it. It is extremely comfortable and pigmented. I wore this once another time for an entire day and I could not believe how comfortable it was. From SUQQU's website, the Comfort Lip Fluid Glow lipstick gives a fresh locked-in color for clear, captivating look. Comfortable yet also dramatic. Made with a more oil-rich formula than the Fog, which is another liquid lipstick line of theirs that came out at the same time as this Fluid Glow. It leaves a muted, radiant finish for a well-moisturized, glowing look. Yeah, it's exactly that. It has a sheen that does not fade, which is why I love it. It doesn't fade. It's not necessarily a glossy liquid lipstick. It just has this satin sheen to it that stays put. It does transfer like a lipstick. If you have a drink and you have a meal, it does transfer, but otherwise it doesn't bleed off of your lips onto your face and surrounding area. It also doesn't dry out your lips. So I really like this product and I really hope to be able to get more shades this year, and I also want to try the Fog line just to compare. From the website, the Fog liquid lipstick line has a softer finish, which makes me think it's probably like a velvet matte finish, and it is noted as less hydrating than the Fluid Glow. And finally, we're going to take a brief look at the blush compact. I already did a dedicated video on this, so I won't spend too much time. If you're interested in that video, I will link it above. This is from Selfridge's website, and the description here is in reference to when this collection was released in the fall of this year. Based on the idea of Japanese Tombo Dama, which translates to mean dragonfly ball, and resembles a smooth glass-like glow. SUQQU's latest color collection is stacked with limited edition palettes packed with autumnal hues. Take the Powder Blush Compact, for example, complete with 4 blush shades and 2 shimmering highlights to complement all skin tones. It's all set to deliver some serious glow and definition. All right, let's head on to the tutorial. I'll share more thoughts on this look and the brand itself at the very end. I'm going to take this terracotta shade here and I'm putting that all over the lids. Then I'm taking this blue-gray shimmer shade and we're placing that onto the lower part of the lid. And we're going to diffuse that shade. I'm going to take this purple and we're placing that onto the crease, but towards the outer corners. We're gonna fluff out that shade with the Sonia G Jumbo Blender. This is from her Sky Eye Set. And then we're going to top the center of the lid with this frosty shade that has a blue undertone. It is so pretty. I'm gonna try it with a brush first and we'll see if we need to go back in with a finger. And I'm placing that right here. not quite on top of the deeper blue grade shade, just right here. For under the eyes, I'm going to go back into this terracotta shade, and we're just adding some color here to pull the look together. And then I'm taking this purple shade we used for up here, and I'm adding that just right here. And we don't have to do this, but I'm going to add a shade on the brow bone. I figure since we're playing with this, we can try to use as many shades as possible. I'm going to take this kind of champagne or golden shade, and I'm adding that to the brow bone just for a little bit of shimmer. For blush, I'm going to take this berry color. I think it may be a good match with the eyeshadow, the kind of purpley eyeshadow that I have on the outer corners. For highlight, we're going to go back to this very frosty shade here. For lips, we're going to take the Comfort Lip Glow. This is in the shade Fujishizuku, and it's kind of like a muted magenta. We're going to add a black gel liner to the upper lash line. This is the finished look. I really like how this look turned out. I wanted to wear this blue and white dress today, and I knew my lipstick of choice was going to be a deeper berry shade. So I chose the eyeshadow colors so that it would complement with the lipstick and also with the dress. The eyeshadow quality, the pigmentation is lighter than what we're used to, and I'm thinking of Natasha Denona and Pat McGrath. But they go on like pastel, which is really beautiful. And I know some of you guys enjoy lighter looks, but you still want your pops of color, your different finishes, right? You still want an interesting look, you just want it to be on the lighter side. I think this is just the thing. The Suku palette right here. I do think that these eyeshadows are lighter. It's probably a reflection of the preferred makeup looks in some parts of Asia, where they just have lighter makeup looks. It's still really beautiful. It's just not what we're used to here. If I had to compare Suku to another luxury brand that I have in my collection, I'm gonna go with Tom Ford. The reason being is both brands present their products in a very classy way. They remind me of each other. And then the way the eyeshadows go on is very effortless. It's like you can't create a bad look with either of their compacts or color stories. There is a difference in the formula, so I'm not saying the formulas are similar. There is still a difference. The pigmentation, the payoff is actually still different. Suku is more pastel-like, it's just softer, but it does remind me of Tom Ford because of the overall experience and the vibe I get from it. If you are interested in any of these products, per usual, I'll have links below, and I think you should definitely watch out for perhaps some Boxing Day sale, which is celebrated in Canada as well as the UK. Boxing Day is almost equivalent to the States' Black Friday. So I think Cult Beauty and perhaps even Selfridges might have some kind of discount on that day. Might just be the time to grab a Suku product if you're interested or have your eye on something. And then as a last word, I do have this frosty shade as my highlight today. Because of that gritty finish, the glitter finish, it does highlight some texture on the cheek. So if I were to wear this out for a longer amount of time, you know, if I was just wearing this out for dinner, I think it's fine. I think it's beautiful and matches the eye look really well. But if I was wearing this out for like a party, and I know I'm going to be there for at least 3 to 5 hours, I wouldn't actually go with this. I would go with anything that has less texture to it. I'm also not sure how well it'll stay on the cheeks too, because I think one of the risks is the glitter spreading, moving around everywhere. It would probably stay better on my eyelids because I probably produce less oil on my eyelids. Whereas here, you know, it does get oily. So that's just something I wanted to mention in case you guys have this palette or will be getting this palette and you're thinking of using the highlight. That's just something to keep in mind. Well, thank you guys for watching. I will definitely see you again before Christmas is here. And for those who are already on vacation, I am envious, but I hope you're having the best time, even though we're all staying inside. I hope you're enjoying your vacation. Talk to you soon. Bye.